Hello and welcome to your nightly landscape. Tonight we paint the picture of the ultra-pure water tank known as Super-Kamiokande in Japan. So get comfortable and let's look at what this massive underground tank really does. Before we begin, what time is it for you? If you enjoy this kind of content, please consider liking the video and subscribing. It helps other night wanderers such as yourself to find their way to this cozy corner. Since I first found out about this device, I've always wanted to deep dive more into it. So let's talk about Super-Kamiokande. I'm likely pronouncing this wrong, and because of this, we'll refer to it throughout the video by a couple of its other names, SK or Super K. The SK project is located in Ikinoyama, Japan at 11,000 meters underground. This device is lined with over 11,000 light bulb-like looking technology. These are called Photomultiplier tubes, or PMT for short. These tubes are light detectors that give off a faint signal, used in research, medical imaging, and environmental monitoring. Alongside these PMTs is 50,000 tons of water. Not just any water, ultra-pure water. Ultra-pure water is special for a number of reasons. 1. It's some of the purest water in the world. 2. It's absolutely dangerous despite being as pure as it is. The process to keep the water pure is beyond difficult. There can't be any organic, inorganic compounds or pollution at all. The SK project has been around since 1982, when the Cosmic Ray Institute plus the University of Tokyo started the whole thing. To get it to where it is today, the project cost over $10 billion and has seen a few changes since the idea was first founded. The first tank made for the original version of the SK project was 16 meters high and 15 meters wide, only able to hold about 3,000 tons of pure water. Very different from the current SK, which can hold roughly 200,000 tons at its maximum capacity. Remember how the one we have today had over 11,000 PMTs? The first model only had 1,000 PMTs. By using those 11,000 plus PMTs, researchers can find changes in solar neutrinos. What is a solar neutrino? They're a subatomic particle produced by the nuclear fusion reactions in the sun's core, sometimes called ghost particles because of how difficult they are to detect. The first detection of them using PMTs was in 1987. This detection proved their theories. All this was done by the prototype. The SK project wasn't approved until later in 1991, where it then started 3 years after and has now been around for over 25 years. The new devices have a detection capability 15 times greater than the previous prototype. The SK project underwent continuous renovations until it is as we know it today. Though it still requires manual maintenance, a very dangerous project. Due to the nature of ultra-pure water, the pure substance has acidic and alkaline properties, meaning you can't just go and take a swim in this tank. If you try, well, here's an idea of what can happen. In 1995, a wrench was dropped into the water. 5 years later, there was still a ghostly imprint in the water. So it makes sense that when workers enter, they have to wear protective gear. They go in through an elevator pod, which takes them right to a platform. From this platform, the workers get into rafts to access the other side of the tank, or wherever the maintenance is required. If we take a moment to go back to the neutrinos, we really don't know much on the topic. We've only scratched the surface of them. We know they exist and that they act differently from their antiparticles. Neutrinos can also be used to study space phenomena. like the birth of a supernova, which is pretty cool. Another fun fact for you, when the neutrino touches a water molecule, a charged particle shows up. This charged particle moves faster than the speed of light that then makes a shock wave, making the light cone of Cherenkov radiation. When this light cone appears, it gets picked up by the PMTs. The PMTs find this small change in the light and form an electric current, finally displaying the activity of neutrinos. Oh, and in 2028, the SK project has been approved for its new version, the Super-Kamiokande. If I'm still making videos at that point, maybe I can revisit this and make a part 2 on the next version. But that's not for some time. For now, let me know what you thought was the most interesting part. As always, all sites used are in the description below if you'd like to do further research upon waking up. You're likely still awake, as this was a rather short one, so the rest of this video won't have any of my rambling, just some Stardew Valley gameplay. Thank you so much for joining, travelers. I hope you learned something new tonight. Have a lovely sleep and good night. Maybe I'll find you in the next one.
Wait.